What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the latest edition of From Quitters to Winners. Now, this week, I know I usually focus on all students from middle, high school, college, but in particular this week, I'm focusing on my graduates. Whether you graduated last week, you're graduating this week, you're graduating next week, whenever you graduate, I'm focused on you guys. First of all, congratulations, class of 2026. You made it, but I know some of you are stressed about what's next. And so I want to have this particular video, this particular message is for those of you who are unsure, those of you who are stressed about what happens next, whether you're going to college, whether you're going to trade school, whether you are graduating college, you looking for a job, or you looking at an internship, or you looking at, you just don't know because you just so stressed about it, right? And so this is my focus for you today. I'm gonna teach you about this psychological concept called locus of control. That's locus of control. Now, you can do a deep dive after this video and do a deep dive onto the psychological concepts and all that good stuff. But I want to break it down for you because typically what people have control over and their perception of that control often dictates the state of their mental well-being. I'm going to say that again. Your perspective on your level of control over your life, over your circumstances, over the direction of which you are heading down, that often reflects the state and well-being of your mental health, right? And so again, I'm going to break it down for you just in a way for you to be able to understand it and not get lost in the rigmarole of the lingo and all this type of stuff. So it breaks down into two different areas. It is your internal versus your external focus. You see, the people that focus on their internal factors, so their internal things that they can control, their daily activities, their value system, their beliefs, their habits, their activity, their actions, they have what's called, in my opinion, an active mindset. Then there's the other side of the pendulum, which is the passive mindset or the external focus of control. Now, people who are in this particular area focus on things that they can't control, the government, the weather, and the people in this particular lane of mindset, but I call this passive area of mindset, they think that life just happens to them. They sit back, they wait, and they allow life to come to them. They think, oh, I got a good grade because the teacher likes me. Oh, I got this because I have good karma. Or I got this because I'm a good person. Now, I got some news for you. The people that are in the passive mindset, those are the quitters. Yeah, we're talking about from quitters to winners, right? People that allow life to just come to them and allow life to just hand them whatever that they have. Get what I'm saying? Those are the quitters. Those are the people who just takes what life hands them instead of pursuing and having a more active approach onto what it is that they're seeking, right? And so what I want to encourage you today is with your focus, the things that you can control, I want you to take a more active approach to it rather than that passive, that quitter approach to it, right? So what does this look like, right? I want you to look at it from the perspective of, okay, these are the things that I want. These are the targets that I want to hit. These are the goals that I want to hit in life. What is it that I can do to make it happen? Now, we talked about, climbing the mountaintop last week. Go back and watch that video. But I want you just to focus on today. What are the small things that I can do in this season of my life as a new graduate, as a graduate that's about to go to college, as a graduate that's about to go to grad school, as a graduate that's about to look for a job, as a graduate that's about to, whatever it is that you're about to start doing, what is it that I can do to get towards my goal? Do I need to study for that NCLEX? Those of y'all who are nurses. Do I need to study for that GRE? Do I need to go ahead and start preparing myself for all these things? Let me give you a little bit of insight, right? So Let me give you the passive mindset of me. When I first graduated high school, my focus was about, I don't want to be a failure. I don't want to let my parents down. I don't want to get somebody pregnant out of wedlock like somebody else in my family did. I don't want to flunk out of my school. I want to finish in 4 years, unlike some of my other siblings, unlike some of my other family members, right? I was focused on, my failure. I was focused on the failure that didn't even happen yet, right? But my mom was able to center me right before I went, and she was like, "Look, you just focus on the things that are in front of you. Focus on, if you want to be successful in the classroom, then you focus on your grades, and not just focusing on your grades in terms of, oh, math is going to be trouble for me, science is going to be trouble. No. You make sure that you put the effort into studying once a day, twice a week, 3 times a week, rather than just allowing the grades, allowing the subjects, allowing the troubles, allowing the trials just to pile up on you. I want you to take a more active approach. I want you to take a step, say, you know what is it, the one thing that I can do to make sure that I win, right? Now, here's the thing. You taking that active approach, it's not going to guarantee you the win. I wish every time we tried, we win, right? I wish that was the case. But here's the thing. If you don't do anything, then you're going to guarantee your defeat. I'm telling you, those of you who are just sitting back and waiting on life to happen to you, those of you who just think your dreams are just going to fall out of the sky, those of you who think that success is just handed to you, that thinks that the greater things in life that you desire, the greater relationships that you desire, all the obstacles, the goals, the big things, the big dreams that you have, I love that for you. But those things don't just get handed to you. Those things are worked for day after day after day after day after day. And I don't say that to overwhelm you, but I tell that to embolden you to say, you know what? I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I am going to take initiative. I'm going to take an active role in my future. I'm going to take an active role in my daily activity. Now, I'm not asking you, again, going back to last week's video, I'm not asking you to climb all the way to the mountain. I'm asking you to do that one activity for today. What's the few activities that I can knock out this week? How can I start studying for the GRE? How can I start studying for, those of you who are juniors watching this, how can I start studying ahead of time for my ACT, for my SAT? What can I do over the summer? What can I do to start saving up money? I need a laptop. You know what? What can I do to start, can I cut my neighbor's grass? Can I do some things with ChatGPT? You guys got things that I don't even have. You get what I'm saying? What is it that you can do actively, not passively, actively? If you need money, figure out how you're going to do one job at a time. If you need resources, figure out how you can ask around. Who can I ask? I have this person, I have this person, I have this person, I have this person. Your phone deck's probably, your Rolodex, I say Rolodex, your phone book probably has hundreds of people that you've never even talked to, but that probably would be willing to give you the resources or connect you to the resources. So what I want you to do, you don't know, but if you don't get active, it's never going to come to you. And that's what I want to leave you with for today. Those of you who are stressed about what's next, I don't want you to focus on what you don't have. I want you to focus on what you do have. Focus on what you can do with your hands, with your feet, with your mind. What is it that you can do today? And how can you use that to take 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps closer to where you're trying to get, closer to where you're trying to be? Because when you do that, that is when you're going to go from quitters to the winners that I know you can be. I'll see you guys next week.